Welcome to Mbuya Parent School and Kindergarten, situated in Kampala City with modern, well-equipped facilities plus extensive playing fields and amenities. Mbuya Parent School believes that a better future lies where children know how to find and create balances in themselves and the world around them. This explains our fusion of academic subjects and co-curricular activities. There are many opportunities presented to them to flourish both in and outside the classroom.
I want to become a president when I grow up.
I want to be a pilot.
I will be the best fashion designer.
Mbuya Parent School, the sky is our limit.
Hello learners, my name is Tevigwa Justin and I'm going to take you through reading, and this is our second lesson. But before we go to the new lesson, I left you with an activity. We are going to see how we can do it. And I know you did it, but I'm going to give some answers and check yourselves also. Your answers are right there, but we are going to emphasize on the capital letters and full stop and how you made them well. Yes, we have here number one. Remember last time we had sound First saw it. Good. So activity number one is here. It reads, make sentences using these words. The first word was stone. Yes, I gave you this one, and now my answer was this, and you have your answer. I know some children are very bright. They didn't even copy what I wrote. They gave other answers. But this is what I gave you. It is, the stone is under the table. Capital letter here and a full stop. The second word, stars. Stars. The one I'm giving here is not the only correct answer. When you look in your books, I've marked you right, but there are those who didn't get it right. I can guide you with this. She is pointing to the stars. Stars. This is the word, our key word that we use to make this sentence. Then we have the second one word is stone. Yes, I gave an answer here, but I wanted you also to give a different sentence. So you can give another sentence. Then here we have stove. I explained to you the stove is used for cooking. And here is my answer, and you have an answer that you wrote. And you can check in your books. Those I marked right, it was okay. And those who didn't get it right, we can use this one, or you can make another one. The stove is under the stool. Where am I emphasizing? Where our key words. Here it is stove, and here it is stone, stool. So the sentence is, the stove is under the stool. Don't forget it. We have another word here, sty, a home of a pig. We can have here, it is dirty sty. Yes. Sometimes they are kept clean, but sometimes farmers don't keep them clean and they become dirty. So our sentence is, it is a dirty sty. The second question, read and draw. When we are drawing, we have to draw good pictures, not just to do something that cannot be understood. The first one is star, and our star is here with 5 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 corners. If you draw 4, it's not a right star. Then the next word is stone. Here is our stone. After doing our correction, now we are going to look at a dialogue. What do I expect from you after this dialogue, learning this dialogue? I expect you to identify words of sounds in this dialogue. We have to identify the words because we are still on our sound. I expect you also to take part. It's a dialogue. You are going to take part. Another thing that I expect you to have, answering questions about the dialogue that we are going to have. Before we go to this dialogue, I have an activity, or I have a conversation that I heard from two animals. I was somewhere and I heard those two animals having a conversation. One was Mr. Rat. You know the rat. Small animal like this. Sometimes it is in our houses, but I always tell you, a home with the rats is a dirty home. So make sure rats should not be in our homes. Mr. Rat and Mr. Elephant were moving. Then Mr. Rat told Mr. Elephant, there was a bus nearby. He said, "Elephant, elephant, go to that bus." Then Mr. Elephant said, "No, no, 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 I can't go to that bus. I cannot enter in that bus." Then the rat said, "Why?" Then Mr. Elephant said, "Because I'm too big and that bus is very small." Then after they said, "If you cannot go and you are not entering, let's enjoy and shake our bodies." They said, "Shake body, body, shake body, body, shake body, body, shake body, body." They started to shake their body until they got tired. So it was a dialogue between Mr. Elephant and Mr. Rat. That brings us to this dialogue here. By the way, a dialogue is a conversation between the two people. The one we have had was with Mr. Elephant and Mr. Rat. This time we have a conversation between Best and Stella. When we look at these names, they are carrying the sound that we had last time. We are still on our sound. Sound, everybody, yes. So this is be, best. We have la, Stella. What are we required to do here? The instructions are telling us here that read the dialogue and answer the questions below. We shall have the questions later. But let's take part in this dialogue. You are going to say each sentence I say after me. Best started this dialogue. "Good morning, Stella." Stella said, "Good morning, Best. Why didn't you come to school yesterday?" "I was sick. My mother told me to stay at home." "Oh, you missed our reading lesson. What did you learn about?" "We learned about words with sound like stem, stone, story, stool, and many others." "Oh, I missed a good lesson." "Don't worry, I'll teach you." This was a conversation between the two learners. One was Best and another one was Stella. Can you say after me, Best? Wow, if you've said it, just hug yourself. You say, "I'm wonderful." Yes, hug yourself. Don't hug your friend because, you know, the government told us not to hug people. Hug yourself. Hug yourself, please. Yes. Best. Stella. Now, I'm going to be taking part of Best. For you, you are going to say the words of Stella. I'm beginning. "Good morning, Stella. Why didn't you come to school yesterday? Oh, you missed our reading lesson. We learned about words with sound, like same, stone, story, stool, and many others. Don't worry, I'll teach you. That is our dialogue. And this dialogue was between Best and Stella. Best had missed. Stella had missed school, and Best was in class. So they had these words. They had different words that they talk to each other. Now, my learners, after having this dialogue, we are going to answer some questions. But before we answer the question, let's go back to our words. We sound be, best. Can you say this after me? Wow, you are wonderful children. This is a name of somebody. Best, it's a name. Do something well. Teacher can say, you are the best. Eh? It can be also, it's also, they name it, like we have Queen Mother of Toro. She is best. Her name is Best. Yes, here it is Stella. Yes, like our teacher of primary 2 grade. She is teacher Stella. Stella is a name. Yes, so after having all this, I'm going to ask you some questions. My question number 1. Are you ready for the questions? Yes. Question 1 is, who talked first in the dialogue? Who talked first in the dialogue? Yes, let's observe our dialogue. Who talked first? Was it Stella or Best? We are seeing here that Best talked first by saying, good morning, Stella. So when I say who talked first, you say Best talked first. Yes, another one. Can you identify for me 5 words with sound? Yes, I'm going to guide you to find some words. We have even this one here, stay. Yes, stay. They always tell us stay at home. This is also a word with sound, and it is in our dialogue. We have this one, which is best. This is a small letter, but this one is a capital letter Y, because it's the name. Here we are taking it as a name of somebody. But sometimes when we are using it in sentences, not taking it as a name, we use small letter. Yes. Our third question. I've given you 2 words, but I will need you to give more words with sound. Yes, another question. Who was sick? Who was sick? Who missed the lesson? And that person missed the lesson because he was sick. Who was sick? Yes. Give me the answer. Who was sick? The answer is here. Look, read through and see. Who was sick? Yes? Wonderful. Our friend has said that Stella was sick. Where has he got the answer? It's here. Stella saying, I was sick. My mother told me to stay at home. And that question came from Best, who asked that, why didn't you come to school yesterday? Stella answered, I was sick. My mother told me to stay home. So Stella was sick. Another question before we do an activity. Who promised a friend to help teach the lesson or the words that teacher taught? Who was that one? Yes, can you identify? Just tell me the person who promised the friend that, don't worry, I'll teach you. Our third question is, who promised to teach the friend? Let's see. Let's begin from here and see. Who promised to teach the friend? Let's see Stella here. Oh, I missed a good lesson. Then Bestie said, don't worry, I'll teach you. Our answer is here. Best promised to teach the friend. Yes, my learners, after having our dialogue here, even you can have dialogues with your friend here. With your friends, you can have a dialogue with your mother at home. You can have a dialogue with your father. Yeah? So here we have an activity here. We are going to do. You're going to do it for me. And remember to answer in full sentences. 1. How many pupils are in the dialogue? Remember, our dialogue had the pupils. Those are pupils. When we read through, those were pupils. How many pupils are in the dialogue? Don't begin with the number of pupils. Say, there are 2 pupils in the dialogue. Those were Bess and Stella. Question B. Who talked first? That is yours. Look at the dialogue and see who talked first. Who had the first words? And answer it in full sentences. And here begin with the name of that person who talked first. Question 3 or C. Write any 3 words best learnt. 3 words that Bestie learnt. Just go back to our story, our dialogue, and see the words that Bestie learned. And those words have to be in this dialogue. Don't create your own words. This is the end of our lesson. Thank you so much for listening and contributing. Stay home, stay safe, and remember to wear masks when you are going in public.